Um, Hello. I guess this is kind of part two ish. I didn't think I would talk about the situation again. These are just my opinions and my thought processes on what had happened. There's a few things that I got wrong, and I touched that up on the comment I made on the video. And this situation was a lot. And first thing I will say is I don't believe in sending death threats to anybody. I never sent a threat to no one. I don't believe the people who I had spoken to in the video deserve death threats. I don't deserve the people who were sending death threats. I don't agree with them. So, to anyone who thinks that I would send that, that's not me. That's not my character. That's not who I am as a person. And everything I said, I believe, was respectful. And this is coming from somebody who is African American. And the one thing I really do dislike, though, and it is just my opinion, of when people will say, oh, it's just a piece of plastic. And I had said this in my video. It's more than a piece of plastic, because those pieces of plastic represent people who look like me. I look like Venus. Yeah, my skin's not green. I can't grow plants. But they have hair that looks like mine. And that's important. And it hurt to see so many people call Venus with straight hair better than a Venus with dreads or locks or braids. It's not a nice feeling. And I've always been the minority in my schools and stuff, and people not understanding how my hair works. And there was a time where I wished I had straight hair so I could be like everybody else, because most of my friends had straight long hair that they could play with and do so many styles with. Monster High is about representation and being different and having your freaky flaws. And I didn't enjoy feeling like I hurt someone or hurt people. But then I looked at myself and I was like, I just have an opinion, and I'm not throwing any hurtful comments at anybody, because that's not how I am as a person. And it made me think that I did something wrong, and that I had to apologize for a video, even though I was just speaking, because it seems like no one else would when there are many comments. And especially the person who did the hair straight with blue eyes, who said that she was just better this way and she should have been like that in the first place without the textured hair. I can't control what Mattel does. I can't control what they do and how they decide to make the characters look how they look. But what I can control is my feelings and opinions. And of course, it's just my feelings and my opinions. And of course, other people are just going to say, it's just a piece of plastic. Why does it matter? Representation still matters at the end of the day. I didn't think that what I said was bad. And I was told what I said wasn't bad. And yes, people can say that what I said was wrong but it wasn't, because it was my opinion and it's my experience as somebody who is African American and who has the hair that I have. And I'm getting emotional, but I feel like I have all the thoughts that I need right now, because I don't want to hurt anybody, but there is not a lot of good representation of people who look like me in dolls. There's so many dolls that have just straight hair, or long straight hair, and straight hair that you can play with forever and ever and ever. I barely ever see, unless they're not a Black creator, make dolls that look like us on purpose, make the hair that we have on purpose, or they just don't know how to do it. Of course they can learn, and of course they don't have to do it. They don't have to cater to me. But it's nice when a company will go out of their way to make a doll that actually looks like me and children. Because not all children have the same hair. We all don't have straight hair. I certainly don't have straight hair. But I feel like I got most of my thoughts across. The stuff that I did get wrong, like I said, were in the comments that I had. I was wrong about maybe one thing, which was that just the comments that the creator didn't want to be seen were just privated. And that's all I'm going to say about the situation, because the last time I checked, the person doesn't want to talk about it anymore. And so I won't talk about them anymore. But at the end of the day, there should be kindness with stuff like this, because at the end of the day, Monster High, which was this whole thing is about, because Venus is a character for Monster High, is supposed to be about loving yourself and embracing your differences and the flaws that you have. If all of them had the same hair, what does that show? Like, it doesn't show differences. They may be different monster types, but then it gets down to the nitty-gritty of, like, hair. Venus is now a Black-coded character, and she's important. She's really important to me and to a lot of other people of color, because they sure are taking their sweet time with giving Claudine textured hair. Because now she is, like, canonically Black-coded. She's a Black-coded character. Her father's Black. He's a Black man. But they're just taking their sweet time with giving her textured hair. They gave Claude textured hair on his first doll. Not Claudine. Not Claudine. She still will only have those slightly wavy curls. I have a new Claudine doll. I got the Monster Fest Claudine. She just has waves, which is normal for Claudine. But I think we've come to realize that she is a Black-coded character, and most of the time, naturally anyway, our hair is textured. It takes a lot of work for it to get straight, like I had said in my previous video. But I think at this time, it's just remembering kindness. I've felt such remorse. And I don't know why I feel remorse. Maybe it's because people have gotten threats. But those threats are not because of me. Because I don't threaten anybody. Why would I threaten somebody that I don't even know? Why would I tell them they deserve to die over a doll? They don't. That's when I'm like, okay, it's just a doll. But you shouldn't tell people to die over a doll. But then it turns around back at me, because people who look like me aren't ugly. People who look like me are beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. It just hurts to have people not see you as beautiful when you were born this way. I was born with the hair that I have. And the hair of dreadlocks specifically, are a black hairstyle. There are different hairstyles that are unique to other ethnic groups. Like a lot of people will say Viking braids and stuff, but that's a different hairstyle entirely. It takes a different process than dreadlocks specifically, because it's a black hairstyle that was seen by a lot of people in African cultures thousands of years ago that they practiced religiously. I'm just kind of tired of Monster High saying that they're supposed to be about kindness and being yourself and having great friends around, when most of the time I'm seeing so many people argue, being so nasty to each other. And even I believe that I've been respectful with everything that I said, but then I have to be sorry. But I'm talking about people who look like me. And of course there will be people who look like me who don't even they don't care. But if you're gonna openly hate against somebody who looks like me in the comments, and no one else is talking about it, I feel like I should talk about it, because I saw comments saying that she looked better and that textured hair is ugly. And I'm not racist for saying that. But so anyone ever born with hair that looks like mine is now ugly to your standards. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense, because now you're marginalized and everybody who has textured hair. So now they're all ugly. And that's a lot of people. A lot of famous people too. Because a lot of famous people naturally have textured hair. And that's when it starts that's when it starts being more than just a piece of plastic or more than a doll, because then it is more than a doll, because now you're talking about thousands and millions of people who look like me, and we can't change our hair texture to fit your standards. Sorry, it's not how genetics works, last time I checked. Just remember kindness at the end of the day. That's Monster High. It's supposed to be one of Monster High's ideals. Like, freaky flaws and all, but having textured hair is not a flaw. It doesn't make somebody have a flaw. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's pretty. Like, I don't agree with people sending hate to the people who I mentioned in my last video. It's not okay. I don't agree with that. But I will talk about, or at least try to stand up for, people who are all being attacked and called ugly, because we're not. That was the basis of my video. That's probably what I should have said, but I came at it more of being very emotional, seeing comments like that, because it doesn't make me feel nice. Just like somebody will not feel great getting death threats, being called racist. It doesn't feel good being called ugly, and all of your race is ugly because of something on your body. Two wrongs do not make a right. Those two things are not equal. They don't make one better than the other. Don't send people death threats, but don't call all of a race ugly, or this character just because they have textured hair is ugly. It's not how the world works. But this will probably be the last video about this, because I feel like not enough people will have an open mind, and I don't feel like enough people of color are even talking about it. I feel like I'm the only one But there was that one person who did have another video, but then they deleted theirs. But I deleted, oh yeah, and I did delete it because I feel like I had to apologize. But then I was like, it's just my opinion. I haven't said anything wrong, besides maybe one thing about the comment section, but that's it. That's it. I'm not the one sending death threats. Those people are being stupid if they're sending death threats. It's not me. I'm not everybody. No. I try and be as kind as possible. And even if I don't understand what somebody's talking about, I at least try and understand. I try. I just want to understand. I try. I'm not trying to argue with anybody. I just want to know somebody else's point of view, even if I don't understand it myself, because everybody takes different walks of life. But that's the basis of it. Remember kindness. It's a good thing. I did think about maybe doing a video about my new LOMG doll, maybe. But I don't even ever see YouTube being something that I do all the time, because it's very tiring and I ramble a lot, as you could see by the video that I had. It was like freaking 30 minutes long, but that's because I ramble a lot and I process things and try to say the right words in the moment, and that's why it was long. If I could chop stuff up, it would probably have been like 15 minutes, but it wasn't, because I don't know how to do that, and I don't care about learning, because it's not something I'm gonna do fully. But that's it. That's the video. Remember kindness at the end of the day. Don't spread hate. It's not nice. Yes. I hope whoever watches this, if they ever come across it, hope you have a good day. It's tiring being alive. That's for sure. That's it. That's me. Have a good day.